Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you a really small Daiso haul that I did recently. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, so I was watching Danny Buttons last week and she had done a Japan store haul. I thought originally that when I saw the thumbnail that it was for Amazon Japan, but no, she went to a Daiso near-ish her, I think, and then another Japanese store that was near the Daiso, and so she got a bunch of fun stuff, and so I'm like, oh, okay. Well, we actually have Daiso here. That's not always the case when you guys go to the different stores in the mainland, like Michael's and Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Tuesday Morning, Aldi's, Ollie's, Sonic's. I mean, I'm not bitter or anything, but we do have Daiso. And so after work last week Thursday, and I've been sitting on this stuff since last week Thursday, I convinced my brother to take me. It's a bit out of the way, but I'm glad that I went. And so I'm going to just show you some of the stuff that I picked up. Just spoiler, it's mostly food, but you know, I love food. So here we go. So this first thing, and I don't know what made me buy this because I've never bought one of these things before. But basically, it's this kit where you're going to make all of these things. You're going to make the French fries, you're going to make the burgers, and you're going to make the cola. And it's all of these little jelly, gummy type things. I've seen people do them. Emmy of Emmy Eats, she's done this as well. There's some DIY on here. I think it's made for kids because the pieces are small. I've got big man hands. I don't know how this is going to go, but I was wondering if you guys are interested, I can do a video of me putting this together. I'm assuming it's going to be a hot mess because I've got big man hands and I'm imagining all of this is going to be very small. It looks to be very specific on how things are going to go. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know in the comments below and I can certainly do a video with this. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm just going to come out with some really ugly looking gummy bear type things. I think they're gummy bears. I actually have no idea what this stuff is made of. But this is Poppin' Cookin' Tanoshi-e hamburger, which means Tanoshi-e hamburger. All right, so that's the first thing I got. And this is the next set of things that I purchased. Now, I don't know if this is how Daiso is in the mainland, but Daiso here for the most part is $1.50. And then there are just some things that are more expensive than that. I think everything I'm showing you is $1.50. I don't know. I still ended up spending $50. I did buy a lot of cup ramen that were $2.50 a piece, so maybe that's why. But yeah, dollar stores are just as dangerous as regular stores, if not more so. But anyway, you can buy Pockies in Walmart, Walgreens, Longs, which is CVS. But normally the regular ones, the chocolate ones and the strawberries ones. But I have actually never seen these. So it looks like there's 2 packs of the like wafer stick with almond and chocolate. And so that sounded amazing. I love artificial banana flavor. I actually love it. I love it so much. And so I'm very hopeful of this. And I've waited to film this video so that I can eat this because I'm very curious. Because if this tastes like banana Laffy Taffy, I'm in it to win it. I got these little biscuit things. I'm assuming it's just one container. Yeah, because one container is a serving size. And it gives you, oh wow, there's a ton of different animals that can be in here. Fur seal. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. But I do like coconut flavored items, so I'm interested to see. This probably would be good with a hot cup of coffee or a hot tea. And then I think this is the candy that I used to eat when I was a kid. Yeah, so it's these little, the candy itself, when it says rice candy, the candy itself is made out of like a mochi rice that has either a potato starch or a cornstarch coating, and this rice paper is edible. Yeah, it just melts on your tongue. And there is, oh, so there's a little freaky sticker of a maid. And 2, 4, there were 6 candies. It definitely is sticky. Not as sticky as a taffy, but very close. But because it has either the cornstarch or the potato starch around it, it doesn't stick to your teeth as much. There's a slight citrus. I'm leaning more towards orange, but I don't see anything. But this is definitely something that I've eaten in the past, but I haven't seen in a while. And yeah, it's quite tasty, but it is different because you would assume that the wrapper that it comes in, that you would have to peel this off as well, when in fact this is just rice paper. As soon as you put it on your tongue, it dissolves. There's another candy like this that's white, that has this rice paper on it, and most people assume, if you're not readily familiar with something like this, that you have to peel it off, but no, it's part of the candy. This one you throw away, this whole thing you eat. But that's the Botan rice candy. And the last bit of food that I purchased, other than the ramen bowls, but they're away in the kitchen, so I'm not going to go get those, are these. Now, these did not make the weekend because they were delightful, and seriously, I need to go back to Daiso and get some more. So this was a grape gummy, but it wasn't, it's not, how do I explain it? It's not rubbery like a Haribo, which is my favorite gummy bear, but it's not as squidgy as like a juju fruit. I think that's what it is. A juju bean, juju something. Yeah, so it was this really nice in between. If you've ever had a grape Hubbalicious or a grape Hubba Bubba bubble gum, that's exactly what this tasted like. It started out nicely, it finished nicely. There was a bit of citric acid on it so that it started just a little sour, but not so sour that it tore up your mouth. And this was delightful. I want more. I think there's strawberry, I think there's melon. I'm gonna try them all. As you can see, it was a little bit more expensive, but that's fine. In Danny's video, she had tried a Ramon soda. I don't drink things with bubbles because it hurts my stomach, although I would love an orange Fanta like you would not believe. And for whatever reason, I thought these were gummies because I can say I don't read Japanese, but there's actually things in English here. But it's like a sweet tart, the tablet, but the texture is actually more like a Sweeties because it's definitely more powdery. If you added a little hint of lemon with a little hint of like a gummy cola candy, that's what you would get with this, but a very powdery texture. I loved the texture of this. I was really sad. If I had to choose between the two of these, I would just go with this one because I like that powdery texture. Although, I mean, this is America. Why would I have to choose? But I would definitely get these again. This one I tried a little bit earlier. This one is like a Laffy Taffy, but much harder. Not as hard as like a Jolly Rancher. It's not a hard candy, but it's definitely harder in a taffy way. But while it definitely pulls Laffy Taffy banana, there's actually a hint of sweetened condensed milk in it, which I love. This is so yummy. And I think there's other flavors of this as well. So the next time I do go to Daiso, I will be picking up some more of these. I thought the candy that I have tried, oh yeah, sweetened condensed milk, first ingredient on the thing, was just really, really good. So win. So let me show you the non-food things. Okay, so I don't know if you know this about me, but I am actually not a huge Disney fan. I love Disney cartoons. I think Mulan, Brave, and Raya, the latest one, are probably hands down my favorite. Oh, and Moana, of course, Moana. But by way of collecting Disney things, not a huge fan, never have been. But some of these things I thought were really cute. And I think this actually is going to be very useful, maybe. So what it is a pop-up memo note. And so you write a little note and it stands on your desk, and Minnie does look quite adorable. And you can write on here, hello, happy Tuesday. And you can write over here, I need candy, stat, or whatever, you know, you're writing on the note. But, and I only thought of this earlier today, was wouldn't this be interesting as your completed pages little thingy? Right? Ta-da! You can see it. Now my bookshelves are not that high, so she would get her head turned back. I don't know if she's into that. But I think that'd be really cute. And these, because you're not sticking it down, there's no stickiness to go away, because that's inherently what's the problem with the page flags that people use. I use as well. But I thought that would be really cute. You could also use it as a bookmark, or you can use it as its intended purpose, as just a little pop-up memo. And it's definitely more interesting if, you know, you were sitting facing it like I am. But it kind of looks like that. And so I got that one, and then they had this Alice in Wonderland. Now, Minnie is not high on my list of characters that I love. I don't hate her, but I mean, yeah, I'm a grown-up. So I know that there's some women who are also grown-ups who just absolutely love Minnie. It's very nostalgic to them. I was never that into Minnie. I was definitely not that into Alice in Wonderland. She just seemed like a very silly girl. I'm old, so maybe that's why I have less compassion for the girl who does strange things. But yes, I thought the artwork is really pretty, and I do like the colors, and that's why I got this. I don't know that they actually had any other designs, but those were the two that I got there. I did pick up some washi tape. Now, I need washi tape like I need a hole in the head. I have so much washi tape. But Danny had actually picked up some really cute ones. They were really scalloped and just really cute. I didn't see them, but I did get this one here. And this one actually... it actually goes for quite a bit before it repeats, because the repeat is that geometric pattern right there. And the way that it looks like to me is, because it's segments like this, you can cut it in that, and then you can make the little washi tapes. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So like I was mentioning, because it's segmented in, once you get into it, but the same sized pieces, you could cut it and then do that whole washi tape thing. I use washi tape as decor in my planners, in my journals. I don't usually use a ton of washi tape in my coloring books. I'm just going to toss that. I have used it once and it was really a good effect, but something like this would not work because the patterns take too long to repeat. This one, because I think these two came together, and then these two, I literally just took it apart. Oh yeah, that makes sense. These are paw prints and these are animals, and then these are flowers or origami. I think this one is more of a repeat. I think it's just paper cranes. Yeah, so it's like a 6-pattern repeat. So something like this, it's a bit small and the pattern's really tiny, but it's not repetitive enough that it will look like a pattern on like a dress or a shirt. But it could be interesting as a border. And then this has some of the cats on it. And that one, wow, it goes that far. You can see the 2 black cats before it repeats. That's pretty awesome. This, I think, would make a nice border. I know a lot of people put borders around their coloring pages. I'd probably just use this in my planner or my journal. If I do a border, it's just going to be one that I've drawn in, and then everything outside of the border is just going to be white. it's a nice paper tape. It does have some transparency to it. And so it'd be interesting if you are using this in a coloring book. You'd want to be aware of what's underneath it. And if you're using this in a planner or journal, then it really shouldn't matter because you're probably just using it on top of the paper. But there is also a nice stickiness to it. Now this would be interesting as a repeating pattern because it's both a paw print. Oh no, but there's other things. If it were just the paw prints and the checkerboard, I think that would make a nice, like a tablecloth or something in a coloring page. But with the various items there, like this severed arm, what is that? That's weird. Maybe it's a bread. Let's just say it's a bread and not a severed cat arm. I don't know that that would look good because it's not really repeating. And then the last few things I got, these are some little memo cards. So it has Ariel, the Tangled Girl, whatever her name is, and Belle. It's just a hard little tag and then a cute little envelope that goes with it. I don't know if I'm going, initially I was going to take this to work, but I think this would make a nice little journaling spot. Tuck in something. And I mean, again, I'm not necessarily into the princesses, but I mean, worst case scenario, I could always turn it over. I mean, I don't hate the princesses, but yeah. It's just I like the card more, or I like the envelope more than I like the card. I don't know, maybe I'll take them to work. You can never go wrong with little tags like this that just say happy birthday, just in case you forgot and you've got to scrounge around for a birthday gift. And then I got these two here, and I'll just take them out. I don't know if there's a glare. Okay, so these are Disney princesses. So we have, well, I want to say it's Ariel, but there's Ariel there, and I don't see anyone else repeated. Cinderella, Belle, the Tangled Chick, Snow White, Tangled, Ariel. So I don't know who she is, just based on her hair color. But it's kind of cute because it folds. So you don't, if you're taking this on the go with you or you're sticking this into your planner, you don't have to worry about this. And then there's these big Post-it notes here. This is probably something when I take to work that I can use in some of my reports or my notes and things. Same with this one. Actually, of the two, I like this one better because of the colors, and I definitely like Monsters Inc., Monster University, and then I've started watching the Monsters at Work on Disney Plus more than I watch actually any of these. When I was a little girl, Snow White was my favorite, and the only reason she was my favorite because she was the only princess with dark hair, like me. But now, I definitely like Mulan. Mulan is probably my go-to. And then Moana, I like Raya. Yeah. I was never very much of a Barbie or a Disney princess kind of girl. I played Barbies, and by way of playing Barbies, I would dress them up, sit them down, and then walk away. That's how I played Barbies. But this one, yeah, no, this one is super cute. I definitely like it more than this one. Oh, and this one's made better. Because if you put the princesses the right way up, these aren't the right way up. But if you put this the right way up, this is. Yeah, anyway, I'm probably going to take these to work because I can use them here or I can use them there for reports and things. And I've got page flags that I just keep using for my completed pages here at the house. All right, so thank you, Danny, for inspiring me to go shop at Daiso. I actually do want to go back to Daiso and get some more candy. But that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.